Shri N.K. Premchandan ji.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Sir, I rise to oppose the introduction of the bill, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Amendment Bill of 2021 under Rule 72(2) of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha. Sir, my objections are purely on technical grounds. Sir, I am challenging the legislative competence of the bill. Therefore, I request the Honorable Speaker to please grant me some time since I am challenging the legislative competence of the bill under the provisions of the Constitution. Sir, this is a typical example of bad drafting of a law which every day we are agitating in this House. But unfortunately, the government in office is totally not responsive or not sensitive to hear the objections which are being raised from the part of the opposition since you are having brutal majority. And now if you examine this case, insensitive to the objections of the opposition is the real reason by which this thing has also happened. Sir, lack of proper scrutiny will result in bad law which is harmful to the society. Sir, main two objections to this bill are the provisions in the bill violate Article 13(2) of the Constitution and Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Sir, Article 13(2) of the Constitution is very specific and very clear that the state shall not make any law which takes away or abridges the fundamental rights enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution. This is Article 13(2). Sir, coming to the history of this bill, academically, if you examine, it's very interesting to see. Sir, the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act came into force on 14th November 1985. The Act was amended thrice in the year 1988, 2001, and 2014. Sir, in 2014, the Act was amended and clause number of definition for illicit activities was changed. Sir, you may kindly see, I draw the attention of the Honorable House. Illicit activities, that was the definition which was under clause 2, subclauses 1 to 5 of 8A. And what was done in the year 2014? Illicit activities, it is relettered and relocated as clause 8B of section 2 in the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act of 2014. That is 8A, subclause 8A is replaced as 8B. What has done? It is relettered as essential narcotic drug. But unfortunately, sir, the very interesting fact is definition is changed. Definition clause is relettered and relocated, but consequential amendment to the penal provision under section 27A is not made. This is a drafting error on the part of the government. Pardon? This is absolutely a drafting error on the part of the government. Sir, kindly say, unfortunately, the consequential amendment is not done in section 27A. 27A, what is 27A is the penal provision. The relettering and relocation of the definition is not carried out in section 27A. Sir. So 27A provides for the punishment for those who finance the illicit trafficking. Sir, enabling provision section 27A was not amended. One accused went to the High Court of Tripura and pleaded that he was punished under section 27A, which is a blank list and therefore he cannot be charged. Tripura High Court directed the government to make appropriate amendment to section 27A, hence this bill. Sir, but again, you are making a legal hurdle in the bill. That is, you are giving retrospective effect from 1st May 2014. That is my main objection. You are giving retrospective effect to a criminal penal provision from 1st May 2014. So how can a punishment, criminal penal offense can be given retrospective effect? That is clear violation of Article 20, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India. Sir, according to Clause 21 of the Constitution, no person shall be convicted of any offense for a violation of law in force at the time of the commission of the offense. Article 21 is a fundamental right. Yes, sir. I'm finishing. Article 20, sir. No, it is not on merit. It is technical point. Yes, I am not speaking on merit. It is a violation of Article 21 of the Constitution. That is a fundamental right. The fundamental right cannot be abridged. The fundamental right cannot be taken. Yes, that is why I am challenging the legislature. A parliamentary affairs minister, don't be intolerant. I am challenging the legislative competence of the bill because you are violating the fundamental right under Article 21 of the Constitution. Therefore, again, if the parliamentary affair minister is so much intolerant, how can we make the submission? What is this? You have to protect us. Sir, this is violation of Article 21. It is a fundamental right. The state shall not make any law which violates the fundamental rights. So even if we pass this law, definitely it will go to the judicial scrutiny and again it will be declared as null and void. So